Look at that. Hey guys, AJ here back with another one for you. So guys, the following clip is from one of my live streams. Guys, I go live Monday through Friday at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So guys, come and join the lives. We laugh, we cry, we laugh until we cry. And before we get into this clip, guys, like, subscribe, drop a comment. I have a second channel called 50304s. Go and check that out. And hit that join button because it really helps the channel out. And let's get into this. Check this out.
Well, there is a frustrating new study out about women who want to climb.
That's a rough looking woman right there. No snowboard wouldn't even break up on this rod. Look at that. My God. Sorry for the jump scare.
Well, in her defense, until I get my vasectomy, she got a shot.
Well, there is a frustrating new study out about women who want to climb the corporate ladder to advance their careers.
Here we go.
Morning anchor Evrod Cassimy tells us all about it.
So there's a new report that reveals the gender pay gap gets worse as women advance in their career.
Now, do you guys see we're still having the gender pay gap conversation in 2026?
It's annoying.
In 2026, guys, come on.
You've been had. You've been took. You've been hoodwinked, bamboozled, led astray, run amok.
Evil Eddie says, I'm a retired IT worker. Facts, had to hustle. He was a roofer, did lawn maintenance, unloaded box on trucks and sold electronics, and then went to school for computer science. Hey, right on, man. Yeah.
The study was done by Glassdoor, and it found that on average, women see a pay gap of about 12% at the start of their careers, but then that grows to 19% after 10 years, and it could even hit 25% after 30 years.
So guys, why is that? Let's brainstorm, right? Whoever wants to start. Why do you think this is?
Well, the first for me and the most obvious is there actually is much more closer to what's called a mother gap than there is anything else.
Yeah,
and it's specifically mother gap. Women that choose to leave the workforce, stay out of the workforce for extended periods of time, when they return back to the workforce, the people who they were working alongside has been continuing to work. And there's actually a pay gap between women that became mothers and took significant time off past the maternity leave period and the women that never were mothers and never took time off. There's a gap between them. So that's the first thing. And then the second that I know of is the fact that men, statistically speaking, are going to work longer hours and they're going to work harder jobs that require higher pay. And those are the jobs that women often avoid. So that's all held under the umbrella of the gender pay gap. So it's annoying to see that people keep running with this narrative when women avoid certain jobs and industries where they can make more. They work less, and they oftentimes won't even max out on the careers that they did go to school for. So all of those are legit normal things to explain this. And I think there's even certain cities in the US where women in the cities actually make more than their male counterparts at a certain age bracket in their 20s.
Yeah, I think it's like 18 to about 29 women in major cities out earn their male counterparts.
When they're hot.
No, period.
No, I know for sure it's in the urban cities. Yeah.
But here's the crazy part, guys. I don't post on Facebook. I do, guys, follow AJ Rant's Facebook because I have like 3,500 followers now. It's pretty cool. But my personal Facebook, I don't post. But the last major like jousting match I got into on Facebook was this one guy was like, that I used to do jiu-jitsu with. We need to talk about the blatant sexism in jiu-jitsu because it's not fair that women who take time off to have babies can't get their belts as quickly as the men. I said, whoa, wait a second, hold on. So if I start training and this chick start training at the same time, and she takes 3 years off to have kids, and I'm still training, we should get our belts at the same time. That makes no sense.
Well, that's why they put that word equity in there.
Thank you.
Whenever it doesn't make sense or women are at a disadvantage, they say equity is what we need to address. That's the
until it
whole,
affects
yeah.
them.
Yeah.
Until it affects them. A friend of mine, well, this one girl that I used to know, she was OBGYN. And I asked her, I was like, let's just say that you and Stephanie start medical school at the same time. And she takes 2 years off to have kids. Should you guys graduate at the same time? She's like, no. I was like, ding, 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 ding. You absolute dunce. That's what it takes for them to actually understand.
You stupid woman.
Come on.
No, that's what it takes for you to catch them.
Yeah.
They do understand it. That's the whole point, is why they try to make the art. They do understand it. They want the shortcut.
Yeah. There's an article, guys. I've been trying to find it, and it was about how the feminists, like, it was women's telling other women not to push the victimhood narrative as much, because then it makes women not want to try.
It's dulling it.
Yeah. Well, you can't make women think that it's so bad. Well, if I go to medical school, I'll just never be successful. I'll never out earn men, so I'll just not even try. It was called it was like, don't kill women's morale in the workforce. Basically saying they have to balance the feminist narrative, but not destroy women's morale.
Well, they don't want to dull the effectiveness of the victimhood. If you're a victimhood all the time, it loses some of its power. So they want to, when they play that card, they want it to mean more than playing it all the time.
Yeah.
I think I think it's a strategic thing. Actually, it's actually kind of smart.
My sister, she's, like I said, guys, my sister has always been my biggest op my whole life. She's like the worst person that I've ever met in my entire life, right? Okay, and guys, and I used to be a parole officer, right? So I met some pretty crappy people. You know what I'm saying? But my point is, she has the ultimate victimhood mentality. Okay. She was raised with a 2-parent household. Our dad was a black doctor. Our mom, she was in medicine too, making good money. We went from the hood to the suburbs till she got a car when she turned 16. And the way she says it is like she grew up in friggin' Mogadishu. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy. In some refugee camp out in the middle of Africa. I'm like, why do you do that? Why? Guys, cut people like that out of your life. You know what I'm saying? You cannot, they're toxic. You cannot have them in your life, man. You just can't.
Say that this could be due to women reevaluating their priorities as they age and disproportionately taking on caregiving roles. In some cases, the company tells us that this could lead to career changes or becoming more flexible to keep a job rather than climb the ladder.
First of all, hold on, AJ, real quick. The birth rate is declining.
Yeah.
So, there's, and a lot of the poorer people are actually the ones who are having all the kids. So it's so what I'm
you don't say.
A lot of the college educated group that's delaying marriage and motherhood or not even having kids at all, that's not really an adequate excuse. Like, they're picking fields where it's oversaturated, and they're avoiding the fields where they'd make more money, would be harder oftentimes with labor intensive. So this is, again, they're creating excuses that aren't even applicable for a lot of women today. Yeah. So so I'm like, listen, man, like, if you want the responsibility of being able to dictate if you want to have the kid in the first place, you want to be able to whine about not being able to have certain things, industries you can't get into. Every single advantage is offered to women in modern day, and it's unfortunate that it seems like they're unhappier now than they were even 50 years ago.
Yeah, and here's the thing too: is this these women thought that we were having fun. Getting up, muting, going to work, working for some. Because guys, think of a stereotype, right? There's the guy, and he had hopes, he had dreams. He was Al Bundy, and he scored 4 touchdowns in a single game. And then what happens? His girlfriend gets pregnant. Next thing you know, he has to drop out of college, or he can't do whatever, and then he has to work some soul-crushing job. You're listening to Mr. Spacely or Mr. Slate, you know what I'm saying? One of those bosses from the cartoons that you can't stand, but he does that for the next 45 years. Raises 3 kids, does what he's supposed to do, right? Women thought that we were out here having fun doing this. They thought that we were out here, yay, having fun. And now they're the ones getting up, going to commutes, working jobs that they can't stand, paying these bills and all this other stuff. But here's the thing, guys, we were in the rock quarry cracking rocks, and they were up at the edge staring down at us going, we want to crack rocks too. We're like, you guys don't want to do this because once you come down here, there's no getting out.
Yep.
Not only that, but once you come down here, we have to crack twice as many rocks. And sure enough, these absolute dunderheads, they built a slide and came sliding on down, right? Thinking it was going to be all sunshine and rainbows.
I am woman, hear me roar, in numbers too big to ignore.
And things have been cooked ever since.